Do you, as a locker, exude the confidence that you're supposed to have? If you automatically said, yeah, of course, let me ask you, do you really? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the Atreyu Locs channel. Hi, I'm Atreyu, a semi-freeformer who is dedicated to bringing you the best tips to grow a healthy set of locks. If this is your first time, make yourself comfortable. I am oh so glad to have you. So I want to be honest, you guys know, those of you who have been subscribed to me for a while, you know that I'm kind of a private individual, but I'm gonna share a little bit of something with you since it's kind of relatively, it's a recent happening. I lost, unfortunately, my grandfather a little bit over a week ago, and the funeral was earlier this week, and it's just been, I don't know, a little surreal. But I will say that it was a beautiful service, and we actually got to have a service which was nice. I got to see tons and tons of extended family members, and it was really just a beautiful day. The day was supposed to be a rain out, or I guess a washout, but it ended up not raining and just being a really beautiful fall day where we could fellowship with one another and just be in each other's presence and be super supportive. And so it was as good as that sort of thing can go. So I'm definitely very grateful. I have also had a lot of support, and it's come in all different forms and from different places, but two people that I definitely would like to shout out are people that I met in the Loc community. One is the one and only Justin Jackson. So if you ever watch this, bro, I am thanking you for your support. And then another one, he no longer has Locs now, but he used to have Locs and the channel, KC Two-Tone. Thank you, little bro. Actually, both of them are like my little bros. But thank you for reaching out to me on Instagram and just being supportive. It's just really interesting when someone passes away, just trying to like really absorb, wrap your head around the fact that you're not gonna see them anymore, at least in this realm. It's just a profound idea, and it's hard to kind of like grasp. And I think that's what makes it so sad for a lot of people. But yeah, it was amazing, and I just love how something so tragic as a loved one passing away being used to bring people together. And that's that silver lining, because like when I say I saw extended family that I haven't seen in years, I mean extended family that I have not seen in years. So now I will forever look back on that day with very fond memories. All right, so enough of that. I apologize for those of you who came here to hear about Loc stuff, but I know that there are quite a few of you who are actually interested in me as a person and what's going on in my life, and I knew that you would want to know, so now you do. All right, so yes, do you have confidence as a locker? I feel like a lot of people will just, even without really giving it much thought, say, yeah, of course, I have Locs. That requires confidence. But I'm kind of challenging that. And the reason I say that is because I've been getting a lot of comments lately under one of my older videos. It's about kind of just accepting your Locs. And it's telling you in that video that your Locs, despite your best efforts, will oftentimes come out different sizes because it's kind of hard to, you know, accurately capture what size parts you're gonna need to have that lock congruent to another lock in another area. The reason this is hard is because the density in those two areas can be different. I mean, the density of your hair can be different all over, and if it's vastly different, then even if you have comparable size parts, you will have larger or thinner Locs as a result. So it's, in my opinion, really hard for some people to, or for probably maybe most, but a lot of people to have completely uniform Locs. Hey, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you are notified every single time I upload. How about that? And I've been getting a lot of comments saying how that video was basically a godsend, you know, how it helped them so much, how they've been considering cutting off their locks and starting all over. And so it made me ask the question, do we really exude confidence? Or is that just something that we say as lockers? I mean, obviously people who freeform, I would definitely say that they have confidence. I would also say that people who semi-freeform have confidence. I would also say people who maintain their locks regularly, like they are considered the manicured lockers, who have locks that are not the same size, you know, not all the same size. I would say that they also have confidence because they've decided to continue on with their journey, despite their locks not all being the same size. So I say all of this to kind of highlight the point that, you know, confidence can be shown in different ways, but I think that for those of you who are concerned about having the perfect looking locks, I want you to consider what that actually says about you and your acceptance of yourself, because your hair is just an extension of yourself. Are the people who are concerned about having perfectly symmetrical and congruent locks, do they accept themselves, or do they also feel like they have to have the perfect body as well? Like, are they that hard on themselves when it comes to like their physique or not? I challenge you guys to really understand that having locks, and I know people have or get locks for different reasons, but having locks, one of the beautiful things about having locks is that they're not perfect. And I don't know about you, but for me, that was never the goal, right? That seems kind of counterintuitive and contradictory in my opinion, to try to achieve some sort of perfection when it comes to locks. Now, of course, they can be imperfectly perfect, right? Meaning you accept their imperfection and that's perfection for you. But I think there are a lot of people who kind of still enter lock journeys with the sort of loose-haired, constantly maintained approach, which begs the question, what's the point, right? If you wanted to always have every strand lead in place, and if you wanted your hair to look perfect, and you wanted to have complete control over that, then why get locks? I'm not trying to judge people for what they choose, and I do understand that people get locks for different reasons, but I think that your unwillingness to accept your locks as they are after you've done everything that you can to make them nice, I think that could potentially be indicative of a deeper issue. And so if you are someone who is considering cutting off your locks or ending your lock journey or restarting your lock journey because you don't like the way your locks look, I'm just going to challenge you to ask yourself, are you really accepting yourself? And is this indicative of something deeper? Meaning, are there other areas of your life that you are also not accepting that you should be because you're perfect just the way you are? So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I was just thinking about this and I'm like, I'm going to address this topic because I literally have gotten a lot of people responding under that specific video telling me that they were thinking about cutting their locks. So yeah, think about it and give me your thoughts in the comment section below. If you choose to love, do so unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. This is Atreyu Locs, and I will see you next week. Peace.